Hi, welcome to Go Within Yoga and this Yin Yoga practice that is going to get into your upper back and your chest and your arms to align with summer and the fire element and the heart and small intestine meridians. And now is a great time to set an intention. Gather up any props first. This practice can be done without props, but make sure you have whatever you need to be comfortable. Make it your practice. And maybe grab a journal as well over there, buddy. Okay. Sorry about that. Trying to get him so that I'm not kicking him as I move through this practice. For those who don't know, that's Bandit. Anyway, you might want a journal. That's always nice to have. So meet me back on your mat or bed and take a comfortable seated position. The intention I'm offering to you today is following along with our exploration of the Niyamas, which are practices based basically on self-care, ways to move through your world, to make yourself balanced, equanimity. And today's Niyama is Tapas. And Tapas is defined generally as discipline or heat or fire, very appropriate for the element of summer, which is fire. So the affirmation I am offering to you today is just show up, because sometimes that's what discipline can look like. It's just getting on your mat. Maybe you don't do this practice at all and you just lay on your mat, and that's what you need today. I'm also looking all these practices lately through the lens of moving through grief, having lost my mother a couple of months ago now. So it can be very, very hard. Self-care especially can be hard. So I want to read you this quote. It's a little bit on the longer side before we really move into our practice. In the grieving process, we work not only to purify ourselves, saucha, but also to nourish ourselves. The practice of tapas, combined with the practice of ahimsa, or nonviolence, means that we neither overwork nor underwork. We don't do too little, we don't do too much, and we practice self-care. I believe that came from Honoring Loss by Maya McGinnis Matthews. I like that because I know I have to rest more than normal at this season in my life. I was already resting more than normal because of sickness the last few years. But I definitely need to rest more. Sometimes self-care can feel like we just don't want to do it. We're just too tired. We're grieving. You don't want to feed yourself sometimes. You don't want to clean, perhaps, yourself, your space, your thoughts, your emotions. So this practice of tapas, finding the right amount of fire right here, right now, are really, really important. And that being said, remember your affirmation, just show up, come into an easy seated position. Go ahead, take your hands to your heart. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Begin to notice your breath. Coming in through your nose, perhaps. Coming back out your mouth, maybe. Inhale, diaphragm moves down. Exhale, it moves up. Be feeling that movement. Inhale, ribs come apart. Exhale, they come back together. And as you just have your hands on your heart and you're just breathing, I'd like you to ask yourself, when was the last time I faced a large challenge? What sort of support did I need in that challenge? Who was supporting me? Why did I take on that challenge in the first place? What was my why? A couple more breaths here. And then slowly blink your eyes open. And come into a tabletop position. And that is shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. And begin to move your hips back onto your heels. Go ahead and move your left hand forward and then take the right hand under it. Reach under. So it's child pose with a thread the needle arm movement. I just show up. And you may, in this first minute, have to move your arm around a little bit. Both arms, find where it's just enough challenge, and not too much, not too little. Last couple of breaths here. And push into the palm of that outstretched hand. Slowly move it back towards your body. Coming up into a kneeling position. And maybe if you'd like, take your hands behind you. Clasp those hands together. Stretch your arms down towards your hips. Take a couple of breaths here. And instead of going on to second side, we're going to go on to second pose. So come back into your tabletop position. Straighten out your legs behind you, coming down onto your stomach. And since we worked this arm, so the arm that wasn't stretching out, the arm that was coming underneath you, take that arm, take it straight out from your body. Take the opposite arm, bend the elbow, take the palm of the hand to your mat, and then go ahead and roll onto your hip. And you can stay just like this if you'd like. This feels like enough of a challenge. This is broken wing, by the way. And you can also take the same leg as the arm that is bent, bend that leg and place it behind the other outstretched leg. So we're just stretching, for want of a better word, the arm in the opposite direction. Remember to allow the muscles to relax. And if it really feels like too much on your low back, you might want to bend your knees, place them one on top of the other. So remember, our target area is that arm that is stretching straight out behind you. Last couple of breaths here. And then just very slowly begin to roll back onto your stomach, bending both elbows, pushing yourself back into that tabletop position. And again, sitting back on your heels. And maybe this time you want to take your arm across your body. The one that was just outstretched. And take a couple breaths here. And we're going to move on to second side. Into our child's pose. So hips sitting back on the heels. This time the right arm is stretching forward. And the left arm comes underneath it. I just show up. And the last couple of breaths here. And push into that outstretched palm. Slowly bring it back towards your torso. Coming up into a kneeling position. And if you'd like, the arms out behind you. Drop them back towards your sacrum, towards the hips. Opening up that heart space. Just a couple breaths here. And letting go. Coming back into your tabletop. Back down onto your stomach with your legs straight behind you. This time, opposite hand is stretching out. I might need to scooch up just a little bit so I don't hit bandit. Other arm, elbow is bent. Bend the knee of the same side as the bent elbow. And then slowly take that hand over. And take that foot over the other straight leg. Or bend your knees or have both legs straight. Working to find that tapas, just right sensation, not painful, not without sensation, just enough. Relax the muscles. Last couple of breaths here. Slowly bring your legs both straight out behind you. Bend both elbows out to the side. Stack one hand on top of the other, or maybe take a block. And either put your forehead on a block, put it on your hands. I'm going to stay upright so that I'm not blocking the mic. And allowing your body to rebound. Feeling energy moving throughout your body. Last breath here. You go ahead and remain on your elbows and just take the hands straight out in front of you, and then bend your your left leg. Bend the knee. And calf is parallel to the straight leg and foot is flexed. Half frog. And tuck your chin in just a little bit so you're not feeling any discomfort in your neck. I just show up. And if being up on your elbows feels like too much, you can always come back down and set your chin onto your stacked hands. Your forehead onto a block. Last couple of breaths here. And then slowly straighten out the bent leg till both legs are straight up behind you. Pause. And then bend the opposite leg. Knee is bent. Calf is parallel to the straight leg and the foot is flexed. And just note, does this side feel different from the first side? I'm definitely feeling a little tighter on this side. Felt pretty comfortable on my first side. This one, I feel sensation for sure. I just show up. Last couple of breaths here. And then slowly straighten out that bent leg behind you. And if you haven't come down to your elbows yet, take both elbows out to the opposite sides. Just take one hand on top of the other, and your forehead comes down on those stacked hands or on a block. Enjoy your rebound. Notice what's going on in your body and in your mind, in your heart. Allow everything to soften. And last breath here. Go ahead and roll onto one side. And then slowly come into your Savasana. If you like, you can take one hand to your heart and one hand just below your navel. Just as you settle into Savasana, connecting with the emotions in your sacral chakra and in your heart chakra. And just do this for a couple of breaths or longer if you'd like. And then relax into your Savasana. Feeling safe and secure. The only thing you need to do right now is relax. Maybe bring your mind back to the intention you set at the beginning of this practice. And that could be to find your tapas, your discipline, just getting on your mat, and opening up your heart space, your upper back, your arms. Feel free to hit that pause button, stay in Savasana for as long as you'd like. You are moving on into the rest of your day. Allow your breath to deepen, coming in through the nose, drifting down your throat, and back out your mouth. Begin to take any small movements you need to awaken your body, coming back into the present moment in your own way and in your own time. Meet me back in an easy seated position. Inhale, bring the palms of your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs into that heart space, bowing your head slightly over your hands. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be free from pain and suffering. And may you find the perfect amount of tapas for you. Deep breath in. Let it out, make some noise. Blink your eyes open, taking in your mat, raising your head, taking in the rest of your room, allowing your hands to fall into your lap. And I thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you felt a little bit of tapas today, a little bit of fire. Some of these poses are more challenging to me. They may not be to you, but that's part of why I chose them. That's the only reason. I'd like to read you that paragraph that I read you in the beginning, because if you are like me and you're moving through a loss of some sort, it spoke to me, and maybe it's what you need to hear today. In this grieving process, we work not only to purify ourselves, saucha, but also to nourish ourselves. The practice of tapas, combined with the practice of ahimsa, nonviolence, means that we neither overwork nor underwork. We don't do too little, and we don't do too much, and we practice self-care. It's all so very, very important. Right about now, you'll find some links. One will be the Yamas and Niyamas playlist. There are a lot of Niyamas and Yamas practices already at this site. And the other is a Hatha yoga for cooling. So that's a little bit different. It's not yin yoga, it's Hatha yoga. So if you want to try something a little different, check that out. It is a longer practice. It's an hour-long practice. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or your evening.